Hello, welcome one and all back to Codeweaver Plays Games. Alright, so I have been doing an outrageous amount of... Haha, there we go, except we don't have the games. That didn't transition very well. An outrageous amount of Fallout 4 lately. So we're going to do some settlement type stuff today, or this evening. Fewer quests, more settlement management. So I've been alternating between those two kinds of streams. And so let me give the great big old spiel. I'm doing a Fallout 4 playthrough. It is not my first playthrough. I have played through it in its vanilla form a couple of times, more than once, right the way through. And I'm playing it with a Fallout Equestria bent here, which you'll see through some of the characters that are going to show up in a second. If this doesn't end up thrilling you, well, there's the door. I'm enjoying doing this just for my own sake, so... but that being said, happy to have you aboard if you want to watch me goof around in Fallout 4 and try to get through a bunch of the different stories and have it a little bit more thematic. I've got some mods that relate to additional visual effects like storms and night skies and foliage and the like, so that'll add to this a little bit. I've got a mod to have more than one follower following me for reasons that are obvious, and I'm also playing it on a really difficult mode so that those two things cancel each other out in some way. And you'll just have to see what happens. The Sim Settlements mod enables you to plan out your settlements by way of sort of laying down plots, zones, if you will, and then they take care of the building. It's not necessarily any faster for building up settlements, but it is a different style of play because they manage their own stuff, by and large. I haven't figured out the whole getting them to help gather resources and collect taxes thing. We're going to discover how this works as we go. But in any case, here we go. So I have just recently, in the quest stream that preceded this, collected Curie. And so she's going to be touring with us here. We got to do some minor questy related stuff that tailed off of what we were finishing in the last stream that gives us access to more settlement stuff. And that's the only reason it's sort of included in this part of the sim, this part of the series. Right, so Jake here, whom will not obviously be in equine form if you get the standard Sim Settlements mod, because that has nothing to do with my theme as such. He has been directing us on using these gizmos that help you plot out bits of land inside your settlements. And we've recently gone to attempt to upgrade those facilities, and so that's where we currently stand. So we're going to get on with that. Hey Pinky, how you doing? Hey AJ. Alright. I gotta get Little Pip out of the way here. Because I think one of our quest requests here is to use this terminal to find out something. Load the ASAM firmware holotape, that's what I just got given, into the terminal. So these ASAMs are little devices that allow us to plot out plots of land. We have a holotape with some upgraded firmware for them that'll enable them to be give us more options. It's about to load it into the terminal right now. Plus there's some logs here that I want to read. Alright, well this place seems nice enough. I guess this is Jake's terminal. He's allowed us access to it now, so we didn't have to break into this machine. We can now read his logs. I like him here looking for some more ASAMs, but I reckon this old store might make a nice base of operations. Well, it's even got a working terminal. Beats trying to hook up a keyboard to my Pip-Boy. Not to mention, there's a big old box of shipping records here. A few packages were sent out only days before the bombs fell. Maybe I can track some of them down. Note to self. Read, being a Silver Shroud. Jake, you are not the Silver Shroud. Did he try to actually do that? Trying to sneak into the satellite station was stupid. I just got lucky. Sorry, I'm just lucky I got away with only a few scrapes and bruises. Could have gone a lot worse. But I'm not willing to give up on that place just yet. Those shipping records said something big was sent there, and maybe it had something to do with ASAMs. Maybe some sort of computer? Maybe we're trying to hire someone to help clear the place out. So the Sim Settlements thing, the mod, its big draw for me was this idea of having a different play style for building the settlements, right? Just as I said. But it also comes with a small pile of quests related to bootstrapping that process. They didn't need to do that. They could have just added a module that added a new game mechanic. They had a whole bunch of questy stuff in there. They got Jake being a voice-acted character. They tied in a lot of places already in the game that he can help. He sort of directs you to find new information. So you sort of explore stuff you would have explored anyway, but now they have more of a point than just exploration, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's the whole thing. It's great. Watch the rest of the series that I've been doing. Let's keep on. Vlog 3. I'm starting to babble. I've had a couple of beer, and I've had lots of ice cream, so I'm kind of charged up on various kinds of sugar. This is going to be a very wacky stream of building stuff at settlements. So yay, let's go on the roller coaster. So, set a fella up with ASAMs today, did the usual song and dance, showed him how to build a home, had him set up his own farm, but honestly I don't think he really understood any of it. About a second after I turned my back, the guy ganked his sensor out of the ground and started using it as a hoe. Am I wasting my time with all this ASAM stuff? Maybe the Commonwealth isn't interested in rebuilding. Oh, that's a fair point. Where do I even begin describing the last few days? How about me meeting a bona fide vault dweller, or the fact that they're over 200 years old? Or maybe I should start with how they're almost single-handedly cleared out Olivia and then help me find the ASAM tech sitting inside. That was me. Yay! This comm hub we found seems very advanced. Frankly, I'm not at all sure what I even meant to do with it. But I don't have the heart to tell that to my new partner. Oh, you're a sweetheart, but you're doing your best. I know it's a tough gig this far after the tech was made. Not after all the effort they went to helping me get it. For now, I guess I'll just keep trying. Boy, I wish Lupe was still around. She'd have this thing figured out in 5 minutes. Oh, I wonder who he or who she is. Send my partner to go meet with the Ron. He's an information broker that has set up shop in Diamond City, by the way. Whilst I drag back all this tech we found at the Vault Tech HQ, I wonder what they'll make of the coolest cat in the Commonwealth. It's a shame, really. Ron scares people away with his whole cool guy routine, but when he dials it back a little, you'll he's a pretty nice guy under all that hair gel. You know what? I kind of found that myself. He's got this almost sleazy, I don't know, like used car salesman kind of gig going on, except he's actually got a decent heart, but he's still a businessman, but he's actually kind of competent because he got us to the stuff that he wanted, and he didn't try to shoot us or anything. So all right, just wish he'd stop referring to me as a dog. Well, yeah, wow. Fair enough. Oh, except now my real gig here is to be able to, how do I use inventory? Come on, brain. Inventory, miscellaneous. ASAM firmware holotape. I don't think playing this matters. How do I insert a holotape? Load holotape. Here we go. I did insert it in the wrong space. So ASAM firmware holotape. Here we go. Okay. I don't know if that did anything, but I inserted it. Oh, here we go. Tracking tools. With the ASAM software updates and the Vite-O-Matic in hand, you now have access to powerful tracking tools for finding items and settlers. These can be accessed in the City Manager holotape under Tools Tracking, or you can craft special tracking devices at the City Planner's desk. So one of the things this Vite-O-Matic allows you to do is study the stats of NPCs to find the ones that are best suited to certain jobs. That's a level of management I'm not really sure I'm willing to engage in, although I really, really appreciate they have that for the people who really want to micromanage that level of sort of Sim City-ness, if you will. I kind of really dig that. And more ASAMs on the shelf? Apparently not. Okay, not this pass. You know what? That's fine. We'll take the bag of fertilizer, though, because I'm probably going to need that at some point. Where is our resident? I have so many companions. good to guard my back. Somewhat less good for... What are you doing up here? Oh, you're...
Well, congratulations. You just uploaded data for 4 new plot types to all the ASAM sensors in the local area. How's that for a little taste of what the combo can do? Not too shabby, huh?
Not bad, buddy.
Keep in mind, when I said local, I do mean local. Right now, our range is fairly limited. At least for the time being.
Okay, that's fine.
That shouldn't be a problem.
I'm sure in time we can boost the range. But good to know you're not disappointed.
Should cover...
In any settlement that's not too far away, you'll now be able to build using those new plots. If you
Okay.
like, we can go test them right now. Or if you prefer, you can do it by yourself.
Sure. Please explain.
Show me.
I'd be more than happy to. And I know just the place. Here, let me just update your Pip-Boy. Alright, I'll meet you at that settlement. Don't keep me waiting now.
Oh. Okay, he did go to Sanctuary Hills. That was a weird ambiguity right up until... Alright. So we're going to learn how to do this. And I'm going to replace some of my industry areas with commercial areas because I had intended them to be commercial anyway. And I don't need like 80 million various kinds of scrapyards, at least not yet. I've set some settlements to be in as automated a mode as possible because while I do want to see how it works in practice, I'm going to save like really elaborate micromanagement for I'm not going to say another playthrough, but I'm at least good heavens. I'm at least going to make sure brain with the thinking has the words that I sort of understand its basic, its simplest features before I start delving into any of the more complex stuff. But yeah, they built all this. I just laid out plots of land for all of that and all of that. And anyway.
I hate being tied down. You know, farming potatoes and tinkering with water pumps all day. I love life on the road.
All right, here we go. Hey, Jake.
Hey there. Good to see you made it. I invited old Paul here to check out the new plots. After all, who better to tell us what they think about them than someone who'd be using them?
I'm excited to see what you got. Folks have already built a lot using the ASAMs. More options can only be good, right?
Absolutely.
That's right.
Then let's stop the jibber-jabber and get to it.
All right, you know the drill by now. Pick a plot to test and put down a sensor.
All right, so I'm going to try getting rid of a plot that already exists, which is going to take down some impressive structures here, which is unfortunate, but I just don't need this many of this kind of layout. So let's do that. Building plan unlocked, Wasteland Theater. This is a relaxation type building plan. Oh, good heavens. New building plan unlocked, Franklin's Martian Memorabilia. This is a custom store building plan for 2x2 commercial plots. Martian minerals and salvaged spaceship parts for sale with Martian milkshakes at level 3. Oh my god, there's custom plots for one of the characters I unlocked in the quest stream. This is bananas. Alright. But that's going down an Abernathy farm. I want to sort this out first. Alright, so can I... Okay, cancel. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to recycle at least 4 of these buildings and turn them into commerce, and then I'll do the others later. So... Kaboom.
Pardon? Sorry.
Scrap an ASAM sensor. It's not just the foundation plot I'm after, it's actually, broadly speaking, the whole... I guess it is actually a whole foundation plot, right? Because I actually did this all as one big unit. Okay. Let's... It's going to take me a while to sort this mess out, I'm sure. That power pole is for this building, I think. So I don't want to get rid of that, actually. Alright, let's see if we can rebuild this. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Marshall plots? Oh, defenses. Oh, nice. Okay, yep. Yep, there's quite a few of those. That's fine. We already have good defenses here that were manually built, so I'm not too worried about that. Commercial, recreational. So we're going to do some commercial plots. Let's see if we can pull this off. Except I'm going to need foundational stuff, I think, in order to get to fit in here somewhat sensibly. Alright. Come on, get out of my build space, please. Thank you. Everybody out of the pool. You're being nuisances, the lot of you. Alright. Come on, everybody follow me out, please. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean everybody, including you, AJ. Having this many companions does come at a cost. That does make laying out things a little bit easier. This is just going to get worse as I collect more companions that I want to travel with, but that's the way of things, I'm afraid. You are a pest. You are all pests. Does that connect up nicely? No. No, that did not connect up nicely at all. I actually want it to be back here. Gotta recycle this whole thing. Try again. Okay, this is a bit of a weird layout, but I'm having difficulty laying this stuff down, and it doesn't matter precisely anyway. So let's see if I can get some... Let's see if I can get some bricks in here. Come on, everybody out. Please, thank you.
Pardon?
This is going to be a slight nuisance. Now I've got a character trapped in there. Alright. Just going to run really, really far away and then come back and readjust all that stuff. Alright.
Hold on now.
Looking to do a little commerce, are we? All right, then. Capitalism. Boom.
What's this you're building now?
Done. This will be the commercial zone. That's pretty much what it says.
Okay, how do I build? I need some sort of a
Set up their own businesses.
structures,
Anyone else who pays them a visit.
maybe concrete
The young lady who was taking the
floors.
happy to hear that.
There we go. I mean, it's not completely elegant, but
There's a certain charm to a brick and mortar store.
that's not terrible.
Or in this case,
Pardon?
Alright, you know what? I'll take it. I'm not going to quibble, but I do have to hook up power for some of this. There. And to there.
all right, almost done here, I
And
think.
from you to here. And from you to here. Now I think everybody has power.
Hold on now. Pardon?
But actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a kind of a shortcut. Connect this to this because I'm going to demolish, I'm going to continue this behavior. I'm going to demolish this guy and this guy and this guy. At least a couple of these. Take out these industrial plots.
Nothing there but good numbers. All right, what do you want to test next?
I think I screwed this one up because I accidentally destroyed a power pole I shouldn't have. So we're going to have to lay this one out again. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out again. Okay, so the rest of these can be laid out. Oi! Seriously, get out of my working space. We're all colossal pests. Every way. Seriously. You know what? I'm arbitrarily just telling you to go to some other settlement because you're in my frickin' way. No, thank you. Seriously, move.
Do something. Let me get you.
No, just
Not right now.
seriously, please go away.
Sorry.
All right, you know what? Doesn't matter. I can rebuild those. I can rebuild those in a bit. And you guys are being less idiots. All right. Let's go to commercial plots again. We're going to do one with a foundation plot again. I can't fit one in without taking out the trees, and I kind of want to leave in the natural trees. So I wonder if this isn't a good spot maybe for a Marshall plot, just to test that out. To do it with a foundation, and we can do it like maybe right here. Oh, hang on. There. Is this even gonna work? Actually, yes. So if this works, I might be able to reclaim one or two of these guys for another settlement. So that's okay. That's a good use of that corner. I don't mind doing that. We'll see how that builds up, because I don't want to block access to this guy, but I don't think I will the way this lays out. All right. Are you gonna get out of my hair finally? Something? That's not terrible, but let's... Really? Out. Am I going to be able to sneak in another one out here? I might be able to. Yes. So that's how I had it laid out the last time. And then this kind of tucked in right about here. Right. And with that, I can then do this to here, this to here, this to here. And now I have all of these corners connected. Can I sneak in another one? I should be able to sneak another one in here, right? Yes, I should be able to. Nope, don't want to store it. Thank you. We're going to connect you up to here. I'm just going to double tie all my wires in. Kind of pretty sure this one's redundant. There, I think. Check this out. Check this out. Spaceship parts, really? I'm really digging that, but I've got my main Martian plot slated for the other building, for the other site. All right. Commercial building class unlocked. Furniture store. Provides a place to purchase buildable workshop items. So these guys are going to manage whatever it is. Yeah, we're totally taking that. So this is what's considered a 2x2 plot. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Can we trade a few things?
Hey, darling.
So... am I considered to have passed that? So build a 2x2, activate the comm hub. I mean, I built one, and I don't know if he specifically... Well, I guess I watched Jake build one. So I guess we're good on that, but it doesn't seem to have considered to be a successful quest yet. Not sure what that's about. Hope I haven't broken the progression of the quest.
Nice choice.
Oh,
Let's get us some
nope.
defenses.
Okay. Which I kind of did. I got that set up for...
I'm sure you'll appreciate this, Paul. Raiders will have a hard time taking on somewhere with enough of these. Oh, and why is that? This plot will allow folks to set up proper defenses within the settlement. No more jury-rigged turrets and spotlights. Now we can have real watchtowers, guard posts, coordinated patrols, the whole shebang. It'll take folks with the correct skills to man it, but it'll be well worth the effort. Well, let's not give it too much credit. I'm sure some will still be dumb enough to try. But you should see a lot less attacks with a few of these.
Supply store? I'm not sure. Maybe weapons? Spaceship parts is a nice touch. Spirits? Okay, that's weapons. That's a tailor. I don't see an armory in here yet, but necessarily, unless that one's it. And check this out. We got a bona fide bar here. Spirits. I'm actually going to reconfigure one of these, so we don't need two of these. At least not right away. So choose building plan. Let's do a clinic. How do I use this facility? No, no. No, I don't want any of this. Thank you. Tab out. Thank you. Customize plot. Choose plot type. Any plot can be for any other plot. Be sure to check that the plot is still powered. Okay. Okay, but what I really want to do is choose building plan. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. Like if I take clinic from here. Okay, so that did blow it up. So if I were to choose a building plan and go back in here. Okay, so the act of quote buying an item. Wow. Oh, it's gonna be cool. All right, so we have a bar, we have a medic facility. What are you? You are going to end up being a... I don't know what a secure stop is.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Any bad guy should think twice before taking on a settlement with enough of these things. It's all looking good so far.
This is looking like an armory. Okay, hang on. Choose a building plan. So secure stop is coming from the SS2 category. And it's probably... You know what, let's find out, because I can always reconfigure them later. But I mean, I want a selection of the same stuff. Taylor, that's great. Martian rocks.
How's it going?
I don't know what each of these necessarily does, but we're gonna find out as everybody finishes building all of this. And I'm gonna leave them to their devices. However,
it's all about staying positive.
Where is our friendly neighborhood? Not you. I don't need Heather. I need our...
Please, let me see and scan as many indigenous life forms as possible. It is, of course...
That's old Paul. Did he wander off somewhere? Build a 2x2 recreational plot. Okay, that's our new target. Okay, okay, that's fine. Again, so maybe we should have the recreational plots very, very separate. I could actually put one right in here, actually. Maybe a couple of them if I'm lucky. So let's try this. Sim settlements. Recreational plots. We'll do one with a foundation. Ooh, that's a big one. How big is that? That's enormous. I would require... Oh, hello. I mean, I could fit one as long as I occupied half the street. I mean, do I dare? If I did a 2x2 instead... I could only get one in, but I could tuck it further back. Let's start with that. And let's get a, let's build a... Can we do a short staircase up to it? Yeah. So let's get a recreational facility there. I don't want to knock down trees, but could I fit in one of the bigger ones in here? Oh my god, I might be able to. Okay. I'm going to build another plot right up here because I can then sort of block off the residential area with the back of a recreational spot, so... It's going to be a small one, though. And I'm going to tuck it right up in here. Except I've got to tuck it up against... no, I can tuck it... Actually, I can tuck it right up in here. I've been needing more power before long, but... So that sort of creates an enclosed area in here for doing supply management. And this blocks off sort of the rest of the residences. So that just buys me a little extra space at the cost of a very tiny bit of road, which I don't care about. Okay. Kind of wish I could recycle this entire house, because I really don't need it. This one too. Except... Oh yeah, okay. I really could recycle this entire house, but it won't let me. Recreation building class unlocked. Strength training, endurance training. All right, so we got some stuff going on here. Charisma training. Buildings provide a place for settlers to improve their charisma over time. Charisma increases the caps produced by commercial plots. Agility. All right. Well, we'll see which 3 are chosen here, and then I'll add a few more. But I'm not going to do that right away. Let's just,
Going for some recreation, huh? Okay then. Let's build us some R&R.
Yeah, let's do that, actually.
From what I've read, this type of plot gives folks somewhere to go after the working day's done. You know, somewhere they can take a load off. Maybe read a book or exercise or something.
I can tell you now, something like that would be a big morale boost.
I betcha, right?
It's stressful living in the Commonwealth. Sometimes you need somewhere to blow up a little steam.
How in the heck did you end up there?
Screw and we're done.
I rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. The 60-minute man. 60
Okay.
minute man. 60-minute man.
We might need a staircase up to this, huh?
Right, my turn. I'm gonna show you how to sing a song properly.
You show them doing it.
I can do better than that load of tosh. I'm gonna give yous all a good show for once. I can sing all the best words.
Try not to fall off the stage this time.
Right, I'm ready. Play the music, maestro.
Got a doll baby, I love her so.
What? Seriously? No. Yes? Yeah, here we go. This is a good one.
Crawl out through the fallout, baby, when it dropped that bomb. Crawl out through the fallout with the greatest of them.
Alright, so I gotta be careful. Gotta get far enough away that I'm not,
Everything seems to be going well so far.
I'll hold you.
Alright.
I'll admit, I was a tad worried this might not work. I mean, we are using the Vault Hub to run these new plot types. How's everything look from your point of view? Nothing seems out of place or incomplete, does it?
no, actually,
Seems fun.
everything's fine.
Good to hear. What about you, old Paul? See anything that don't look right?
All looks good to me. But didn't you say you had 4 plots to show me? I'm only counting 3. Or are my cataracts playing up again?
No, you're right. We only put down 3 so far. But the last spot requires a little more explanation.
Alright, educate me.
So if you're ready, should we get on with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Let's do it.
All right, last but not least, we have the municipal plot. Go ahead and put down an ASAM for that.
A municipal plot. Okay, that's probably gonna be like a city hall kind of thing.
Crawl out of the fallout, baby, to my ladder. Don't
That's gonna get slightly annoying, but it is their decision. I can replace it later if it annoys me that much.
That's your lot. I'm done. Stop the music. All done.
Alright. How big is a so-called municipal plot? No bigger than the others. Do need a 2x2 somewhere useful, though. I'm gonna be cheeky. I'm gonna put our first municipal plot on the roof up here and get myself a staircase up to it. Wood. Stairs. Well, we'll put one right there for now, and that should get us as far up as I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. I mean, okay, I built one. Can you figure out how to get up there? What do you think the chances are I've just confused the heck out of it?
Things are really shaping up around here.
I just wanted you to know that I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make this into a real home.
Oh, yeah, he finally triggered in. That's fine. I don't know what I could put on the back side of this thing, but... It's an interesting point. I might be able to use the roofs of some of these buildings to have some exotic plots.
A little more complicated. What did you say this was again?
A municipal plot. You can think of it as a settlement
The good
utility
karma's
service.
paying off.
So it could be something like a power station or a water
Sorry.
plant. Only more advanced than what you normally see in the wastes.
Oh, I get you. Or maybe a really big septic tank or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, just gotta plug in this cable, and we're done.
I'll have to do something about that. Because that just looks goofy. But I kind of proved the point. It's a well for water. That's kind of cool. Recreational building unlocked. Perception training. Caravan services. Oh, interesting.
Public utilities? What a headache. Well, not anymore. Thanks to Robco. With Robco brand ASAP sensors, the needless complexities of city service infrastructure are over. No more worrying over balancing the power grid, ensuring sufficient drainage of waste, or the delivery of safe, clean drinking water. Yes, each of life's essentials available for all your citizens, courtesy of Robco. And remember, only Robco brand ASAP sensors can offer the versatility and stability your citizens crave. If it's not Robco, it's gotta go.
Alright, so let's activate this. Let's go to choose building plan. So, basic power plant generates various amounts of power on the municipal grid. A water plant, caravan services, which is obviously what this one is. So, up on the top here, what I basically want is to set up like a power plant. The water plant can go basically down by where my other... I don't actually need that here. I've got like 40 water coming into this, and I can replace it with a water thing later on if I need to. But it already generates like plus 40 water, or plus 20 water. It generates quite a bit of water. I can replace that later. The power plant is one of the things I actually need. So let's see what happens when I do that. And now that I know that one of them is a caravaner,
Before we go wrapping things up, I gotta mention.
to gain access to the power provided, you'll need to construct a municipal power switch and wire that into your settlement grid. These can be found under Sim Settlement's power. Only one of these switches is needed per settlement, and the amount of power will dynamically update as your municipal provided power amount changes. All right.
Some of the building plans seem like they could construct things for governance or even logistical facilities. Although we'll probably have to get the comm hub running right to make use of the real good stuff. But still, pretty nifty, huh?
I'm really not disagreeing. It's actually really cool. That means it obviates the need of me fiddling with... Alright, so tell me... So what good stuff?
What sort of good stuff are we talking about?
Things like provisioning, communication centers, pretty much anything associated with, you know, government type stuff. If you could picture a bunch of stuffed shirts sitting around big tables with papers everywhere, well, you're probably on the right track. But like I said, some of that stuff will have to come later down the line. However, There is at least one building plan we can use right now.
Okay.
I can feel the gears of bureaucracy grinding me up already.
I know, ain't it great? Now, one of the plots we just tested was the commercial. And commerce means cabs. So it might be a good time to talk about taxes.
Here we go. All right. Go on.
Let's hear it.
Now, everyone loves cabs. And who can blame them, right? And a settlement needs them just as much as anything else.
Fair enough.
Now, I know it may seem boring or even greedy, but taxes really are important. Our settlements are growing. It's going to take cabs to keep generators humming. Gasoline ain't exactly growing out the dirt. As always, you did great work. Thanks to you, the people of the Commonwealth can look forward to things being just that little bit better now.
All right. Well, you helped too.
It would have been impossible without your help.
Well, I didn't really do nothing special, but still, I appreciate you saying so.
You're a sweetie,
Well,
actually, Jake.
Speaking on behalf of those living in the Commonwealth, I gotta say thank you. All these new types of ASAMs, it's a little overwhelming to think what we could do with them.
Glad you're happy, Paul. If you could tell others what you saw here, spread the word around, that'll be a big help.
You can count on old Paul. I'll get right on it.
So, tell me, darling, how does it feel to have every plot type at your disposal? You're now free to build pretty much whatever you like. As long as it's not too far away.
Tell me about not too
Why is
far.
that?
We're primarily running off the Vault Hub right now. Compared to the real thing, it's not that advanced. So its broadcast range is fairly limited. You can't reach far enough to update all ASAMs with the new plot data. But once we get the comm hub running instead, I don't think we'll have that problem anymore. Just one more reason for me to get on that.
Please do.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Once the comm hub's actually running, we should be able to build the new plot points anywhere. Say, now that we've got all these ASAMs placed, I wonder if we could get some real-time communication working. You know, two-way radio.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm gonna head back to the hardware store. I want to look into this. Swing on by when you're free. I'll have something to show you.
Sure.
Sure thing.
I'll catch you later, darling.
I knew this real prissy Brahmin. Never met a man who took so much pride in
Leveling up is good. I need to find that power, that municipal power thing that you were talking about. Power. Municipal power grid pylon. And a municipal power grid switch box. Okay. So hang on a second, if I store the wire, okay, so it's recycled but found that I'm drawing no power, so it's kind of automating the power distribution. So hang on, let me just check my power distribution. This connects, does it actually connect all the way through? That connects that to that, and over to there. Oh, yeah, that also connects those two sections of the power grid up.
Duty of us all to further that survival.
Some days are harder than others. But even the hard days get easier.
Those connect through the residences and then up to that power grid. So technically, all right, so I'm going to do an experiment here. It's time to science, which is, you know, very twi. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to temporarily... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So you... Wondering what happens if I rely solely on Sim Settlement's power grid and not on my windmills. Not that I'm not really appreciative of the windmills, but... Okay, now you've all lost power, but only because I happen to cut... Okay, okay. I really only need to cross the gap between those two. So if I... add... connectors and switches. If I do a large pylon here, we've lost several kinds of power. So I gotta figure this out. Everywhere has lost power. You have power. You do not have power. All right. So in the short term, so hang on. I have only 5 power from somewhere. And I think the only power that I have is actually from the thing that's running this guy. Yeah, it's this guy who's running our water station. So actually, I'm not currently generating power from that Sim Settlements power grid.
It's not everything we expected, but...
Oh, silly me! Again!
Okay, that's fine.
I admit I don't pay much attention to the news, but I know what you're doing is important.
So, going back to power. We have a bunch of the windmills stashed, so let's temporarily build one on the back of this. So that's giving me 8. Why do you not have power? I mean, you have power, so why don't you have power? Alright. Hold the phone for a second. We're just gonna stuff this on a wall. So let's do this again. Sim Settlements. Municipal plot. Tuck this nice and tidy up against you. That's about as close as I'm getting. Let's put you on the edge of the pole. You're connected up to you. Hang on. Try this again, one more time. Municipal plot. Okay, so now I know that power pole is very specifically associated with, okay. So then if I go municipal power grid, switch box to you, and then you hook up to you, and then you hook up to you, and then you hook up to you, because that's convenient. I mean, everybody seems to have power now, but only 8 power, so I'm not sure how this municipal power supply is supposed to work as such. So, that's where we do the next best thing. We ask the question, Fallout 4 Sim Settlements Municipal Power. The municipal power grid pylon or municipal power grid switch box. You need to build one, which is, of course, what I did. I have one hooked up. You might need to delete your current wires and rerun them. Painful, but I might fix it.
My bad. Oh, sorry.
It only says 8, which is a stock amount of power that I have, and only 3 power. This guy powering most of the stuff in the city.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine, I didn't really want to change the power pole, thank you. Did want to run wires, though. Alright, that connected all of that. What about you? You've got power. You've got power. All of you appear to have power. Yeah, it's super mysterious to me, right? Because all the things that need power seem to have it, but the amount of power that I'm providing doesn't seem to match the number of things that need it. Haven't quite figured this all out yet, I guess. Well, it's 10:12. I'm not going to spend a whole lot more time on this. One thing so I don't really need additional water. I've already got that sorted. You all seem to be okay. Do you all have power? Actual power? Okay, so you got power coming in from over there, which is fine. Alright, I guess so.
People like you are rare in the Commonwealth. I'm lucky you came our way.
You're completely welcome.
I like when people smile. It's a facelift and a mood lift.
Fair enough. I've already got one of these water features, though. What else can we do other than a water feature? Not that this sucks. This is actually really cool. But just to get a little variety. Nope. Go back, please. Change building plan. This might just be relaxation. In case it's not, let's see if it does anything. I'm guessing it's already relaxation, but I mean you could put in something for everyone. All right, we need a Brahmin facility. This got turned into a band area. If you're gonna bring in something for a watering hole, where would we want to do that? We could actually stuff it in right here, probably, right? So if I went and did a Sim Settlements municipal plot like here. Come on guys, how do I build area, please?
We're sucking down a lot of rats sticking around here.
Wood, stairs, small stairs. Do it from this side too, actually. Can we? Is it going to let us? Nope, it's not going to let us, but that's okay. Activate, choose building plan. Okay.
You'd better keep your mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
Alright, let's go into connectors, power, connectors and switches. I just need a little guy, probably here. Can't quite get that far. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I mean, I haven't gotten every possible item here represented, but I'm going to, I think, focus. I do have to add some, I'm going to have to focus on Abernathy farm next, because I got a bunch of people there who just don't have enough facilities. Wow, this is crazy. Wow, this is a storm and a half. Alright. 6 hours. Good reminder I should get some sleep, actually.
Scariest thing about pharaohs is they used to be people like us.
Love that. Got a little bit of a got a watering hole here opposite a little bit of a dance hall.
Some
I like that.
fools are in possession of their mental faculties. Others are not. Why?
That's a very good question, and unfortunately, no pony knows.
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.
Nothing will ever please you, Mary. Marcy, Marcy.
It's nice to have a positive outlook on the future for once.
I've got a good feeling about this settlement.
Not disagreeing. So what is this shop then? This must be, yeah, it must be armor related.
Most folks are just looking for a hand.
Everybody's slowly getting their commerce together. This is great. I like this. I like this a lot.
Huh?
Some of the settlers around here try to be the cute one, but I'm sorry, that position is filled. It's me. I'm that girl. Go send your resume to Travis or something.
You know what? That's fine.
The Commonwealth can take a real toll on you if you let it.
I'm looking around, kind of just sort of loosely judging what's going on, and I got people resting. Okay, the one thing I'm gonna do.
I knew you would help us.
I'm glad to hear that, buddy.
Yeah?
Figure out something to do.
It's good to know we can count on the Minutemen when we need them.
You got it. Alright, so let's take a look at this. We're gonna do reports. A needs report on power. How are we doing in the power department? We only need 7. We're producing 8. So when that becomes a problem, I'll try to figure out why the power supply is doing something dorky. But we're not actually, despite all of this, a lot of these things don't individually require a lot of power. And the one thing that does, the water supply, we currently have running independently. And when we do the Abernathy one, we'll have to get the water supply being done by this new mechanism, because I think it's going to end up being more efficient.
Yes.
But
Watch your back.
oh, hello.
Hi again.
No. Don't need to command you. It's all right. All right. So quest-wise, where are we standing with regards to this? Meet Jake at the hardware store. Okay. So I desperately want to know what he's going to say at the hardware store. So we are, in fact, going to go to the hardware store. What we're going to do, though, is in case that goes nowhere, this is a good place for me to start my next bit of questing.
Get him now.
Actually, no. I ended off the last stream at the hardware store. I can start there at, under the guise of I'm going on questing from there. So, all right. So jump in here, see what's up with him. But I'm going to leave Abernathy Farm for later on in the week. So what am I going to have to do there? I'm going to want to change over. I've got a bunch of scrapping areas, but I want to change that entire front row to commercial. So I'm going to swap those out, like lay out maybe 6 different commercial buildings in those lower field 2 rows. Then behind that, I'm going to build some scrapping facilities, I think. Or maybe against the walls, I'm not sure. I'm going to have closer to the residential area, because I don't have that much room left. Close to the residential area, I'm going to have a couple of rows of entertainment district, if you will. We'll see how that works out. If I'm lucky, because now I've got everything set up so that I can lay out tiers, you know, terraced tiers, I should, loosely shaking my, waving my hands at the word should, be able to lay that out more quickly than I did that mess. But I still have to figure out how the municipal power and water works. It's still not completely clear. All right. All right, I did a proper save. Let's talk to Jake.
Hey, good timing. I was just about to try establishing a radio connection with an ASAM.
All right. Do you need help?
Anything I can do to help out?
Oh, sure. An extra set of hands will be useful. You remember when we patched in the receiver module, right? Well, I'm about to try something similar using the comm hub's transmitter and a frequency amplifier. If those parts still work, we'll have real-time two-way communication between the hub and any ASAM sensor.
Why is that important?
Why is that so
Describe
important?
that to me.
Real-time communication within and between our settlements would really speed up how fast they can grow and expand.
What parts do you need?
That's right. The comm hub's transmitter and frequency amplifier. Right now, we're running off the ones installed in the Vault Hub. They ain't that advanced, and their range is fairly limited.
All right, let's do it.
Sounds good.
All right. I've patched in the parts we need, but I think we're gonna need more power for this. So I'm gonna head down to Plutonium Well, boost its output a little. Whilst I'm doing that, it'd be really helpful if you could try tuning in the hub for me.
Okay, how do I do that?
What exactly do I have to do?
Don't worry, it won't be difficult. All you need to do is tune in the hub until you find the right frequency. It'd be as easy as finding a radio station on your Pip-Boy.
All right.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. Just sit yourself down at the Vault Hub. Keep turning the frequency knob until you get a clear signal. Then just sit back and wait for my return. Okay, won't be long.
Okie dokie. How do I activate this? I have to sit, I guess. I've gone 4 in one direction. I'll go 8 in the next. Fortunately, there's no way of telling me how far I've gone in any direction. Who are you?
This is Golf Romeo 19. What the? Who is this? How'd you get on this frequency?
Oh.
You're disrupting gunner communications. Do you know what kind of trouble that can get you in? You better tell me how you're doing this, and fast.
Although killing a guest is out of the question, this gutsy may be malfunctioning. I'd watch what you say.
Calm down.
You're obviously upset.
Damn right I'm upset. Civilian gear ain't able to broadcast on this frequency. What kind of hardware are you using? Where are you broadcasting from?
Why?
What do you want to know?
A civilian shouldn't have the kind of equipment that could disrupt our comms. I repeat, what kind of hardware are you using? Where are you broadcasting from?
Nope,
I'm
not telling you
that.
Either you tell us now, or we'll just track you down. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
I said no.
Deaf? I said no, asshole.
Given the strength of your signal, you can't be far. Once we're done with our op, shouldn't take too long to find you. Don't go anywhere.
You know what? Bring it, buddy.
Darling! I got back as fast as I could.
Okay, what's wrong?
What's the matter?
That radio call you just had, that's what's the matter. I overheard the whole thing on my Pip-Boy. The hub's broadcast frequency. It must be similar to the one the gunners use. Or at least close enough to cause disruptions. This is not good. We really don't want the gunners' attention on us. And we definitely don't want them sniffing around the comm hub. This is not good.
Okay, can't be that bad.
Can't be that bad.
The gunners are a mercenary group. Guns for hire. Never thought about it before, but I guess that explains their name. Anyway, they ain't exactly the nicest bunch of people you'd run across. If they could find a reason to mess with you, they'll do it. By broadcasting on their comm frequency, we've probably piqued their curiosity. They'll want to know what kind of tech we're using. They may even try and take it. I don't think we can afford to let the gunners come here.
Okay, so we go to them.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
Whoa, wait. I'd rather not fight them if we don't have to. Maybe I could talk to them. Convince them to leave us alone. Hold on. I think I could find where they're radioing from. Alright. Looks like they were somewhere northeast of Olivia. Well, guess I should go check it out. Try and find these gunners. And see if I can reach them.
Okay, so this is definitely big quest territory, clearly. So this is the point at which I cut this off. In fact, I'm going to go back through all of this
They're organized.
during my questing oh, except I can't do... Actually, I can. I don't need to do this bit in order to upgrade Abernathy. So during the week, I'm going to upgrade Abernathy Farm just to get at least the same sort of facilities as I have at Sanctuary and to provide a way to grow the places. There's probably a lot of people I've sent there who don't have jobs at the moment. And I will continue this quest on my questing stream. That might end up being next weekend at this point. So, all right. I will help.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
You'll help? Thanks. Here, let me update your map. There. The gunners were somewhere near one of those markers. I don't know which one for sure. We'll have to check each of them.
All right, that's fine.
Right. Lead on and I'll follow. Let's see if we can talk these gunners into leaving us alone.
All right. But I did save the game before I did any of this. So at this point, I'm going to say thanks for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to do more of this. This has been Codeweaver Plays Games. And I'll see you in the next stream.